What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Sunny here, coming at you guys with another Neverwinter video. And today we're going to be going with another beginner guide by the title of the video. For the Barbarian. Surprisingly, I did not start off by making this video, but without further ado, it's here now. I'm going to be dropping the DPS followed by the tank for those of you who want to check out both of them. Maybe that's how the order of operation is going to work. But yeah, like I said, if you guys are enjoying these beginner guides or you find them helpful, make sure to hit that like, leave a comment down below if I missed something. But for the Barbarian, this is my main, so I can talk about this a little bit better compared to any of the other beginner guides. But yeah, enough rambling on with this intro. Let's just jump straight into it. So for powers, guys, there's only two paths to the, there's either go tank or Blade Master, or Sentinel or Blade Master, if you want to use technical terms. But for your at-wills, Relentless Slash and Sure Strike are going to be your two main go-tos. 99.9% of the time, you're going to just spam Relentless Slash. Occasionally, I might throw in Sure Strike, but very rarely will I honestly use this. Even on the second boss in Loom, where they say, like, the second strike here doesn't connect or something like that. I don't know if it's fixed, but that's just what I've heard a couple people. I still use Relentless Slash fine, you know what I mean? But that's just personal preference, you know what I mean? But if you're trying to maximize your DPS, you're just going to use this one, like I said, majority of the time, if not all the time. Right, for your encounters, moving on, Not So Fast, Lead Letter, and IBS. Pretty much I run this, same thing, I'll say 90%. You know what I mean? Depending on the group, you're just going to have to make that judgment call. If I feel like this is a melt group and we're just going to nuke the boss. But definitely for AoE, I run this all the time. This is my AoE. Occasionally, some people run Punishing Charge instead of Not So Fast. But I just prefer Not So Fast overall in general, just to proc our 1-feed Trample of the Fallen for a class feature down here. But, yeah, you can experiment, but, if you do want to see if you're on a single target nuke, this is kind of what it looks like for me, you know what I mean? Punishing Charge, Frenzy, and Bloodletter is a freaking killer if you're in that kind of crazy group where the boss is just dying quickly. But if not, I usually stick with the IBS, IBS, Bloodletter, and Not So Fast. Moving on to the dailies, Savage Advance and Avalanche of Steel. I really like using Avalanche of Steel. You know what I mean? If you can get a nice group of enemies chunked up, bro, this is melting them. As soon as you come down, man, that shit is just disgusting. You'll just see them melting away like butter in the freaking microwave, bro. It's crazy. But you can use Savage Advance. I'd probably use this on the bosses, like I said, instead of the Avalanche of Steel. But you can even use Avalanche of Steel on the bosses as well and still do some great damage. So it's just personal preference, you know what I mean? If you're just trying to pop in that quick Soul Sight Crystal, if that's your artifact of choice, then I would probably use Savage Advance, because if you're jumping in the air, you're wasting valuable time. But anyway, or you can even use, I want to just make this out there, you can even use Adamantium Strike. That is another not bad one. That increases target's damage taken by 5%. So you're just gonna have to play around with it, you know what I mean? If you prefer Adamantium Strike and Avalanche Steel, you can run it. If you prefer Savage Advance because it just does more raw damage, then you run the Savage Advance, right? These guys are here just to give you guys a broad information for you guys to test everything for yourself. But yeah, you let me know which one you prefer, your combo duo for your dailies, down in the comments if you really want to let me know. Maybe you guys have tested it out and Savage Advance is better. Moving on to class features, Trample of the Fallen. This is why we use Not So Fast, because it does add the effect of a control. But anyway, when you use your power with a control, your damage is increased by 5% for 10 seconds, dealing additional 10% damage. Dealing additional 10% damage to controlled enemies. So your damage is increased by 5% for 10 seconds, and you deal an additional 10% to controlled enemies. So it's like a double whammy right there. I know whammies are a bad thing, but it's like a double knockout. 1-2 combo. Steel Blitz, your at-wills have a 20%. Jeez, please, bro. 20% chance to strike the target twice. Some people run barb strikes. You know, I've been hearing some mixed opinions about these two swapping. So I mean, personal preference there again. You know what I mean? Maybe test them out for yourself. See which one personally you do more damage on and go with that one. But definitely Trample of the Fallen is one of those ones I would say shouldn't leave. You know, just due to the fact is you want to be controlling the enemy because you want to be doing that extra damage. And you know, another reason I use Not So Fast is because if you come down here to Relentless Speed, you can get Not So Fast to automatically come back to you. You know, there is a 5% chance, but you know, sometimes I've gotten this 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row where I could just spam Not So Fast and build up my determination bar just like that. Definitely take the Blood Spiller. And another big thing is over penetration. Okay, so the regular cap for Loom is 68,000, and then in Tomb it's 80,000. But us barbarians, we want to make sure that we get that maximum effect of 10% extra damage on the armor penetration feat. So you want to make sure that you get, let me just do some quick math. Right on the fly, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1,500. So you want to make sure your armor pen is 1,500 over the initial cap. Fairly easy to do now in this new module with all the new companion gear. But you definitely want to make sure you're getting that so you get that 10% extra damage. You know, Avalanche of Steel, if you do want to use that daily more, then I would definitely check out the Steel Slam just for the added effect that does. And you know, a lot of times I see a couple people saying how come they faint after they use Determination. That's because you're probably running, it's not probably, it's because you're running Escalating Rage. I would honestly take it off. I mean, if you can manage to never do it and never get stunned, then I would definitely do it. But if you're just not focusing on that, definitely take Relentless Battle Rage. I mean, you do reduce damage, but your determination builds up twice as quickly. So it's kind of an offset that you're just going to have to pick and choose. But yeah, I mean, the rotation for the Barb this mod, it's nothing crazy, you know what I mean? I kind of just slash a little bit with Relentless Slash, pop that, you know, hit my Bloodletter. Not Bloodletter, IBS, wait for my determination bar to be filled, you know what I mean? And then I'll hit my, boom, Bloodletter, you know what I mean? But kind of the main thing is making sure that your determination bar is full. You know, wait it out. Honestly, wait it out. You know, don't be in a rush to hit that RB button. I know you're going to be like trying to keep, yeah, I got to keep up with the damage, but you'll definitely get more bang for your buck with your determination bar being full. Trust me on that one. I've been playing the bar for a pretty damn long time. And yeah, I don't want to make this video too long here at the end, ramble on about stuff that I don't need to or anything like that. But if you guys do have any questions or, you know, comments that you want to add to the video, please do leave them down below. But it's been your boy Sunny here. And like I said, the tank one will be posting the following day this one is uploaded. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.